witches celebrate getting older. As a woman ages in the practice of witchcraft, her respect and wisdom are honored, the inverse of what society and advertising does. What do witches do when their covens get together? The answer is as varied as the beliefs and practices of the coven, but for Lucia Starza, she says she and her coven attend some or all of the 8 seasonal festivals in Britain and gather on full moons. Starza, like many witches, has a great sense of humor. You have to when you're a modern witch. To further explain what she and her coven do, she explains witches love to have a good cackle. I have a group of friends who come round for what they call tea and cackling. The plan is generally to drink tea, eat cake, and do some divination, tarot readings, and the like, but we always spend so much time laughing. I think we are more like the witches out of Terry Pratchett's books than those of J. Rowling in that respect. In Sweden, Easter is the time of witches. Because Swedish witches do what they want. They tend to fly up chimneys, cackle at moon, and run amok during the days leading up to Easter. For this reason, kids there dress up as witches and go door to door, asking for treats in the Swedish version of trick or treat. Witches have their own con. Every February, Pantheism welcomes one and all to the San Jose Doubletree. Pagan, heathen, Wiccan, Reconstructionist, Indigenous, and many other magic and spiritual groups gather. Technowitches and Technopagans exist. The Technowitches online and uses technology in her or his practice. Willow on Buffy the Vampire Slayer was a Technowitch. So was Jenny Calendar. Witches and their other fellow ilk use the technology of their respective eras, so it's no surprise that Technowitches exist. A Technowitch may have a digital version of something used in the practical world of witchcraft and Neopaganism practice. Witches do believe in good and bad forces, but not Satan. Some witches believe in good and bad extra-dimensional or intermediate beings. As someone or something can have a positive force, they can also have a negative force. Not all witches believe in the Mother Goddess and the Horned God, but they agree about one thing: the devil does not exist. They are not Satan worshippers. Witches don't necessarily celebrate Halloween Samhain. For Wiccans, it's a time to remember those who have died. Wiccans also use this time, when the veil between the living and dead is the weakest, to communicate. That can mean simply honoring them with a ritual or actually speaking to them. Which Lucia Stars says she and her fellow witches have a specific ritual. We put out all the lights except for a single candle, and ask departed loved ones to join us for the evening, then sit in silence for a while to see if we get messages from them. What we normally do in my coven is scry into a cauldron full of water. A bit like using a crystal ball, you look for images in the water. They aren't clear images like a movie, more like shadows or ripples in the water. Usually what you see is rather vague and hard to interpret as well. The people we try to communicate with are our departed loved ones, Stars said. The U.S. declared Wicca a religion in 1985. The ruling read, the District Court of Virginia declared in 1985 Detmer v. Landon, 617 F-Sop 592E. DST. Vol. That Wicca is clearly a religion for First Amendment purposes. Members of the church sincerely adhere to a fairly complex set of doctrines relating to the spiritual aspect of their lives, and in doing so they have ultimate concerns in much the same way as followers of more accepted religions. Their ceremonies and leadership structure, their rather elaborate set of articulated doctrine, their belief in the concept of another world, and their broad concern for improving the quality of life for others gives them at least some facial similarity to other more widely recognized religions. 1. This was a landmark case. Source: Religious Tolerance.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.